Good. Let's change the subject. Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide. I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers, they say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough.
Yes, but containers contain things, shiny things. They're interesting.
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions.
A man in his late 20s with a thin...
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
Are you kidding me? It's you. It's obviously you. You smell like liquor. And you're orange.
See? Everyone agrees it's your color scheme.
Is this what you get when you call the police now? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us.
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually...
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
This sounds like something you can use to call this...
You said you just got here. From where?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come...
But you still know your way around.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And
I didn't imply that.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. His face expresses profound doubt. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa.
behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a... That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence.
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents Franco-Negro, sweeping over the plains and nations of the enemies of mankind. 5th century style. Unified currency and the concept of cool came in their wake. They wore lamella and carried guns. But
She went away because none of your business.
have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number.
Thank you.
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct. Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing. I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they, if he doesn't know?
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching. The locals, the customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The Unionistas What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little...
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind... I have 3 cafeterias I manage. 3.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's...
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real. Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually, more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend. Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops...
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
For survival, to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo. If you run out of money, you die. It's like that for all of us. Me.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer.
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a short wave.
Good luck.
A man in his late 20s.
Miss,
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an
Fantastic. That's wonderful.
Sir,
Yes.
I know it.
No.
Do you have
As a matter of...
This...
You said you...
What? Oh,
But you still...
yes.
I didn't...
He probably means this is where you step in. His fate. Ask it.
Behind this... That's...
This man.
Behind this building. That's easy.
This man means that...
What are you, crazy? Oh, the low...
The
I don't really know. I would suppose...
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike.
The lieutenant turns the page.
She...
Have the...
Okay,
Thank you.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching. What? Is that so? Mr. Feminist...
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. I have 3 cafeteria... No, I have 3 cafe... No, I'm not the bartender. That period, I hope it is.
Let's go.
Not so fast, Mr. Feminist. You owe me 130 real.
One moment you're running like the wind. Then you've suddenly turned around.
Watch out!
Everything goes.
Back so soon. Admit it. You just missed the... I was wrong to let you go. I should have kept you here. Is it bright where you are? Is it...
That is too bad. We all need a little love. Are you okay?
No. You have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, you have strained...
Ma'am, are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine.
Sir, I didn't mean... The drinks are on the house, okay? There were...
He's shaken. Barter now, and he'll cave in.
Okay, fine. I'll take it off your bill. Sleep in a post-apocalyptic hellhole if you want to. Just know I won't give you another room. Okay, fine. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, 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 fine. Okay, fine. I'll take it off your bill. Sleep in a post-apocalyptic hellhole if you want to. Just know I won't... Don't thank me yet. You still owe me 60 real for 3 nights stay. If you don't... And for God's sake, watch out for yourself. What is this?
Sir.
Yes.
I know.
No.
Do you have...
As a matter...
This...
You said...
What?
But you...
Yeah.
I didn't...
He probably means his face. Ask it.
Behind that...
This man means...
Behind... That's easy.
This man means...
What are you? Oh, the local...
Did...
I don't... I would suppose...
You mean the...
Yes, the strike.
The lieutenant turns the page.
Thank you.
What? Is that so? Mr. Feminist...
You've gained a thought.
No, I'm... I have 3 cafeterias. No, I have 3 No, I'm not... I hope it is. No, I'm not... I hope it is.
Let's go.
Not so fast, Mr. Feminist. You owe me 130 real.
One moment you're running like the wind. Then... A man.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up. That's easy.
This man means... This is it.
I don't really... I would...
You mean...
Yeah. What are you, crazy?
The lieutenant turns...
That's easy.
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents, Franco.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria. I have 3 No, that period. I hope it is.
Let's go.
Not so fast, Mr. Feminist. You owe me 130 real.
One moment you're running like the wind. Then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger. A man.
Missed.
Yes.
You said you just got here. From where?
What?
But you...
Yes,
I didn't...
He probably means his asking.
Behind... That's...
This man.
Behind this building. That's easy.
This man.
I don't... What are you? I would...
You...
What are you, crazy? Of course I...
The lieutenant.
She went...
Thank you.
Is it? What? Is that so?
You've gained a thought.
No, I'm... That period... I have 3 No, I have 3
Let's go.
Not so fast, Mr. Feminist. You owe me 130 real.
As you blow this joint, behind you, a whiny voice shouts,
Real mature, man. Real mature. Real mature, man. What exactly were you trying to accomplish?
Damn, your feet thought we got away.
You know what? The stupid drinks you've had are on the house. You know why? Now, I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window. Not entirely cool. You still owe me 100 real. If you Now, what the hell did you want? I assume you wanted something to come back here. What thing? Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. They come here in the evening.
We should find out who did not. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up soon.
There are these things called...
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. In the question. Your body is ready, sire. By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Why did you say that?
No. A saying, up on Marvel Hill, a great high place.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe be... theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out the contemporary period.
Hello again, sweetie.
The lieutenant, wait, who's Sweetie?
You're a handsome man, officer. But dear, you're not. You must. I'm Lena.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her.
Yes, dear.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower...
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty. Nothing so glamorous, dear. Though when I was young, I dreamt I was a training and development manager at a rapidly... You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. No problem. Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh, my.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree. I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are...
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway. Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most... Perhaps another time. Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that... You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located? Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol. Yes, great. See? We're getting somewhere. What else? The new disco dancing. It seems like a lifetime. Much has changed, but it is still the most beautiful city in the... Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes? That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about it.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Actually, we are not. You could say that about almost any other nation, but not Revachol. Try it one more time, officer. What mode of government? Oh, no. Nothing like that, dear. Revachol is a zone of control, led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of... Oh, dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need...
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they... Of course, sweetie, I really don't know how to explain it better. You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering.
A sigh. The lieutenant...
But maybe someone more...
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are...
That's a good point.
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Of course. Hello again, sweetie. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation.
Try to force a tear out of your duct. Really rip into the whole emotional aggression.
Hello again, sweetie. Oh, sweetie, I heard your
Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but I could give you the...
Wonderful. He has a pin.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. You could totally sell this pin for cash.
You're quite welcome, dear.
The RCM in Martinez. What? We don't see a lot of police around. Of course. What can I... Of course. Where to? What do you mean? We're in Martinez, sir. Oh, that...
Even all the way over here, there's a drop of death in the spring air.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements, the harbor gates, some kind of commotion, some shops and a bridge, just coast. It's just water. No problem.
She's very well composed. Back straight.
Excuse me? Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. I don't know anything about that.
Pig is a widely...
No need to worry. We are not saying you did.
Okay. Me?
She hides it well, but behind the sweat and dirt there is something else in her rigid posture.
Is there?
The quickness of the reply certainly does not prove you wrong.
I'm working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there. Well, as you already know, there's a corpse there, hanging from...
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up.
Thank you.
Salts? Ammonium salt.
Of course.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a Every school of thought and government has failed in the city. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air, your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Whatever you say, officers.
He smells of heavy motor oils, and his breath.
It's about biological determinism. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books, huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design, so naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that. Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority. The problem? The damn Kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And
Cultural victory? What is this then?
it's what the Kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And it's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring. Don't push your luck, Runt. Looking for something, Runt? Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you...
Look, as detective. I come from a long... Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just...
Koiko may be another derogative. For a person from Grad, you think?
Yep, it's one of their main exports. They grow him down South Yekokata.
In fact, Yekokata is a desolate wasteland whose name literally translates to Zone of Ecological Catastrophe. It features no scenic vistas and supports virtually no...
Yeah? Says who? Then, I guess they grow apples somewhere else. You can never really tell with those koikos. They're everywhere, except their own homes.
He means the people living in Grad.
Yeah, you know, Gradniks, Gradvolk, those degenerates from Grad. Hey, if the name and description fit by the very grace of nature, who am I to say otherwise? Did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet? Besides, even if I did have some, I wouldn't go putting my nose in them, huh?
Relax. You've got all you can get here. He probably doesn't...
Oh yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter. Had a royal life. Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything, huh? Hell no. It's a guild. Invitation only. Unions work for the rich fucks. They're basic... trusting street...
Yes? What do you want to know? Good.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
You sure are, my man. From another planet. Hey there. It's the jam, my man.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils.
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon... Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and...
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely suppressed performative streak. Or he just likes unusual words. Or both.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need? Huh? The bosses, man. Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had, say, 4 myself. It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks, workers gotta block.
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like...
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side.
Maybe you should. Cops don't get paid much and the hours are long.
The RCM is a self-managing organization that operates on donations. We promote our own leaders. It would be like striking against your own mother. Yes, but do continue. You were asking about the strike?
Anything else? Us lorry drivers, camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasure.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
Oh.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargoes, they usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Ilma. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. This rockin' beauty. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of.
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe.
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time, right?
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions.
Ask for his conclusion.
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold. It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest. Down.
Excuse me?
A flinch jolts his frame. The question has touched a nerve.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way. waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home. Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much, on another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows. What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles. Don't be a stranger.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. A silver plaque on the statue. As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indents, even by the standards of the Philippian kings. Well, he blew through the whole national treasury. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed. But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction. You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry, he was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms. Cocaine. Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned. The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue, if the communards had more. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber. People in Martinaise tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics. Those critics might have it wrong though. There's more to it than just ironism. But you can't. Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, not that he ever did in life either. Something with great kinetic. Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it. Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? If we connect every bullet hole in Martinez to the murder, we'll get an overwhelming amount of loose threads. I've made a note. Don't hold your breath.
The king stands high above.
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes. Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence. Rights of people. Rights of workers. To have gain.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops. Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean Headman. Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him. Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers. Why don't you go arrest them instead?
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now.
No! They will give up eventually. Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss. I know nothing about a murder. Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive.
Right to work!
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gate.
Why not? I see numerous reasons not to pick a side in this local matter.
Pity.
Let us work!
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were
given a job to do!
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people. Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we
have the right to work!
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting. His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence. He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his. Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what. You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
What's it to you? Big mess, caused by union greed. But I only fight for the rights of people.
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses of another guy under the guise of this fighter for jobs. He seems a more brutal, cunning, and suspicious person. Just a hunch. Or
we're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
Scab?
you're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money." Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. I don't believe you. Boss Laventurier said the same thing. It wasn't. I'm doing much better here at the harbor. My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage.
If it's so simple, why did the scab leader warn you of the guards blocking the way?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead. Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini supremacist there. Then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again, and you enter the harbor through the office. Está.
The man whispers a jaunty tune, a coastal breed.
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to, you know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing though. Aye, you lost me there, Honcho. But it's okay as long as you're not a sorry-ass scab. You know, serious business.
He's a chatty guy.
Body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Valhul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick. No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Aploc.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
Look at my craniology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. The pink blob is a bad example, even of yours. It saddens me. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably put. You will be superseded.
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the harbor. Enough with this beg. Bring your troops to the Zimenang Islands and to Boogie Street. The walls will be lined with
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Mesheket's race theory. He would take you as one of his own. Well, not as such. What you do with the mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go. Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break. The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on them. The man lands with a dull thump, like like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the button. As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Looks like you're the new measurehead now.
No one is the new measurehead. Let's go before he gets up.
The man is still.
Yes?
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall.
Yes?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Yes, it was probably you. It does bear the RCM the service cloak issued to you by your station? Yeah.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the... This is the night watchman's booth. The name... Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
If you must. But please hurry, we are pretty...
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair.
Why did you take that? Fine, but let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbon. The drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however. Oh boy, where to start? Don't think about that. Quick, think about something else. The enormity of the case before you dwarfs the list of side effects. You stand and exit.
Container, I'll turn you nice and red.
The lyrics to this Container song are being... The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to note.
Container, used to be Wild Pines. Container.
The accent...
Everard. I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you? I mean, just some of the other guys don't look... Oh, yes. Born and raised, people say us Ubies are up to all...
Thank you for clarifying that.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. So
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine. It's like some red infection was... There appear to be cisterns underneath the Union container covers.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside.
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Oh, I don't know, mister. They say it's some chemicals. Most of them have... Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha!
So no one is...
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc, but Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so. Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everard telling them to take some time off. No, I don't think they killed anyone. Let's better talk about something else. Titus and his boys do good work.
He probably doesn't know anything.
Yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do. Oh, Lizzie, she is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back...
He respects that.
But she's a real nice... If me missus and me was to have Dr. Lemaitre said...
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up. Oh, you want Mr. Everard then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his guys like Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar. Oh, Mr. Everard is where he always is. In his office, of course. Bye-bye now.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. With a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. I'm Everard Clare. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equal. Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions. I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our...
You're no Titan affiliation, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another. So tell me, how can the head of the Debarder...
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners. This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Oh God, why didn't you think of this before? Cops have... Despair creeps into you. Getting fat on your weakness. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right? He watches you melt down stoically from behind the lenses of his glasses. Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking
Never an inordinate amount of time passes. It is only, yeah.
An awareness creep.
There. No ball of... Coming right up, sir. Smooth. All right. Now, great choice, Elder One. It has always been like this. Do you really? The song of like a fly to the ointment. Your conscience.
The stench of liquor rises from your fiery...
You hear a jingle. It says, "Word." This fan has 2 chain pull switches. You swoop up and catch the tide. What you have in your hand is a true... A mirror hangs up hot water. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there. As you abort, you clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never Yeah. Where to even begin? It's not. Don't be scared. Behold, you have no idea who this thing is, do you? It appears you're also dead. Please stop. It's horrible. You're scared. You can't, can you? What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to... You should check yourself for a pulse. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. Like the rest of you, it comes from... It's too late. There they both are. Good.
Hello, officer.
The young woman, her eyes are brown, and her face is...
No, because you're a police officer. Okay, cool. I won't. First,
She's right. Something wants to come out, through your mouth. But you can keep it down because your body does not control you.
Sir, you've been here for 3 days. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
The words have already...
Come on, man. Pretty please. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
Something stirs in you as she looks back at you, a light glinting off her eye.
Yes? You sure look like you're in a hostel. You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol. You're in a hostel. We are in Revachol. Yeah? It's 51. The sentries, civil... You're right. There was... I couldn't say. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That it doesn't matter anymore. Don't be. Then you started screaming.
Sounds like you were in some room.
I went out afterwards. Glad to have been of assistance.
A man, and everything is cool between you and this guy. A competent word. Looks like a small engraved steel tag says, "The Great."
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you.
No, I'm not the...
He's very animated all of it.
I have 3 cafeterias. She just...
As you are on the sleeve of his bomber,
Hello.
you realize he's waiting for your name. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes, well. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Okay, have you removed the dead body from... So, where it has...
What a shame. Get to it now. Rip that body down from the tree.
After it's been up in a tree for that long, any...
Delicate goods, filled with stinking horrors.
After you.
If you're about to embark on an
You mean you don't have a badge? Oh, if you didn't have your badge...
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in...
The man...
Yeah.
I know it took us a while to...
No.
Do you have...
As a matter of...
This...
You said you just got here. From where?
What? Oh.
But you...
Yes.
I didn't imply that. Detective. I have everything. You?
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for... I don't know. What are you?
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I don't appreciate this. What is this? Do I have to answer him?
The lieutenant stands motionless. His expression
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't...
He ignores you. More. Press on. Push through.
Fuck you, man.
That's enough.
That's a real pity. Behind this building... That's easy. Behind this... That's easy. See that? She went away because none of your business. Oh my God, what is your... She went away. Does she? Maybe she does. Maybe she pertains to the apocalypse.
Thank you.
I asked an employee out. She didn't... What?
That's good. But there is a timetable for this investigation.
You've gained a thought.
Let's go.
Not so fast, Mr. Feminist. You owe me 130 real.
One moment you're running like the wind. Then you've suddenly turned around.
Watch out!
Everything goes...
That is too bad. We all need a little love.
No. You have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, you're...
Ma'am, are you...
Oh,
sir, the drinks are...
With your back against the cold mosaic floor, you feel the pain recede. You just need to get up and dust yourself off.
don't thank me yet. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by... And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
By the way, where is home? The address, but you've been at this hostel cafe in time or space. That doesn't sound like somewhere you entertain the thought.
Hello.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you're a handsome man, officer. You must... I'm Lena.
This Lena is wacky enough for them.
Yes, dear. It means I can't use my legs. I was in an accident some years back, injured in the line of duty. Nothing so glamorous, dear. I was a train. You'd think I was lucky. I hope not. Although the work you are doing for all of us is quite dangerous. But not you. You're volunteering.
So you volunteered sometime in the past for the beatdown and hell of bullets? So very you.
That's quite all right. I'm whatever sequence.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree. I can...
Now, Jen, thank you. Perhaps another time. Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. You know where we are, right? That's right. In a hostel called the Whirling in Rags, to be precise. Yes, and how would I even begin to tell you? I haven't seen... Speaking of history, that's right, dear.
Her relief is outside. The melting snow seeps into the cracks in the walls and the cobblestone.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone. It is quite disappointing. Oh dear. But we...
She's scared now.
It has something... You were...
Aside.
But maybe someone more...
No.
Of course.
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
Oh, I'm perfectly all right. I'm more worried about you. What was that? What do you mean? He's just on edge because of the lynching. Don't judge him too harshly. Oh, sweetie.
You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw. Somewhere under the bloated alcohol layer. Try to force a tear out of your duct.
Officer, get a hold of yourself.
Sweetie, I'm sorry, but I think you need more help than I can give you. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I don't have money. Of course.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Hard to say. Cop habit. You... This trash container is locked. The body is downwind from here.
We could try using a
Did someone say pry bar? Pry bar, pry bar. Your palms yearn its cold touch, to grasp it once more, as you've done so many times.
We might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling.
Ask the manager? Bullshit. Go...
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
I'm going been away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence. Inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because there's a seam. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then? A tool shed?
Be still, my beating heart. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industry.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
Yes, it's probably yours. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at that machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Is it? But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here. The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it? Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 major stops.
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing. Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're... The tarpaulin cloak, the wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous... That machine is a Kvalsund. His eyes...
Yes. We were in the middle of something. Your clock.
Tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing. Tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing. As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you. Sharp ankles tingling from the tension, blood roaring in your ears. You are ready for your rendezvous. Martinez goes about its daily routine as you soar through the air. The loud voices of protesters mix with the... As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a...
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but
with your feet firmly planted on the concrete. Control panel with a loud grind. The crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air. The harbor sleeps as the rusty control panel grows warm to the touch, then grows cold. A faint smell of burning rubber reaches.
I can't see how that was worth the records.
The crane does not return to its original. No screech of crane. No screech of metal when you push. No screech of metal when you. No screech of metal. Before you stands a cargo container.
You do? There are 1 million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? You just picked one. We are not here to interact with containers.
No reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. Doesn't sound like there's anything inside it. No reply. The knock produces no reply. The knock, no reply. No reply. The knock produces a hollow ring. You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because what wasn't an option? Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.